You know, there's no better way to start a video like this than to just introduce the man. We have a lot going on for my controller players, and we're taking a look at this series finally through the lens of someone who is a competitive pro player who is now signed to one of the biggest organizations in the world, 100 Thieves, and is one of the kindest, most empathetic, and fun people that you will meet. I'm talking about NiceWigg. He has just opened up the world for Apex Legends creators. The first content creator signed to 100 Thieves for Apex Legends, and this was just announced a few days ago. And he's got over 416,000 followers on Twitch. He's got over 100 and I believe 16,000 followers on his 18,000 on his Twitter, and he's got about 90,000 followers, almost 100,000 followers on his YouTube. I'm gonna break him down because the real reason I wanted to bring NiceWigg to the table in this ranked breakdown series and this pro player breakdown series is because there's a lot to teach you guys, especially from the lens of a controller player. And there's a lot that PC players can learn from him, and I like to call him the mid-range master. You'll see in a moment just exactly what he does, but he does a few things that most players don't even think about that has a huge impact in their game. And this is beyond simply your aim skill. Trust me, this is stuff that maybe goes a little bit deeper, but I think it's why NiceWigg has been so successful in business recently, has gotten to the biggest org in the world, and also has been so successful as a player. Now, if you don't know NiceWigg, I'm going to give you a brief history on how he got big, because it's a really interesting story. But before I do that, I want to say thank you guys for clicking on this Tim the Tapman video. You guys are killing it, watching it all the time, so make sure you leave a like, you watch through, and you say what's up. Also, show some love to our sponsor for today's video, Advanced GG. These guys actually make the only clinically proven gaming supplement, and I'm doing a week trial. So a week trial to try this. I'm drinking it right now. This is called Focus. This tastes pretty dang good. Actually, I can tell you the flavor to get. Triple Berry Wreck Jar. This series is for people who want to get better at Apex Legends, and they want to obviously improve their skill, and by analyzing the best players. And that's what we do in these videos. And we have 3 great videos to analyze of a NiceWigg, different parts that I'm going to go into. But if you are interested in stepping up your game in terms of every advantage you can get from a clinical supplement, check it out. Raynday 30 is the code. We've got it for 1 week only. So if you want to check it out, I'd say grab some Focus, grab the Triple Berry Wreck, or whatever you feel. They have energy supplements as well. They have shakers, and you can get Raynday 30% off, and you'll help support me, and we'll, see if we keep moving on with the channel and advance. So thank you, Advance, for sponsoring this. Let's get into it. So NiceWigg, how he started was he actually got hosted. He used to play a lot of Call of Duty, used to play a lot of games, and then he actually played a few games when Octane came out and became the #1 controller player on Octane. He had the #1 most kills. Then he got into a few games with Dizzy. Dizzy then played a few games with him, realized that he outdamaged him, NiceWigg, to Dizzy, famous Apex Legends player, and eventually hosted him. Then that just blew up. He started getting hundreds of viewers. Then Shroud hosted him. He got hundreds and hundreds of viewers. His reactions were amazing. But one of the biggest reasons people were so surprised is you're doing this on a controller. Now, controller recently has taken over Apex Legends, and many people talk about aim assist being one of the biggest reasons why. Now, aim assist is a conversation I'm not going to get into right now, but what NiceWigg has is a great controller guide that showcases one big point here for those who don't understand what aim assist is. And let me just show you this clip right here so you can see exactly what aim assist is in action.
It makes the aiming so much better, and I think that is, generally speaking, one of the most non-talked about things for control players in general, dude. So what you're doing is keeping your red dots centered while you're strafing. And it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to actually practice this a lot of the times, but it makes
this is good. Damn.
Down so much, bro. So there's obviously aim assist on dummies, and it's going to make it a little bit easier for you. But I don't think there is aim assist on this. So trying to keep it center while doing this is really, really hard. But you see how the difficulty with a controller, bro. It's not easy.
So now you guys can basically see the difference between aim assist is that when you are shooting at a player with a controller, essentially you can do this and stay on a player. You can essentially laser a player down very easily because it will make sure your controller almost hovers and automatically sticks to that target. When you don't have a target, obviously controlling a controller like that looks like this, very erratic. And so the benefit of aim assist is that when you are in a gunfight, you're almost always going to win unless you are versing the 99th percentile of elite mouse and keyboard player. Essentially, aim assist is a huge advantage in terms of aiming. Where aiming doesn't have an advantage, and where controller doesn't have advantage, is long distance aiming and movement. So mouse and keyboard balances through movement and long distance aiming. Controller balances through being better at aiming mid-range and close range and winning most gunfights in those dynamics. So I want to preface that by getting into this first clip that we're going to show on NiceWigg, demonstrating the value of number one, playing to your strengths. His aim is his strength. He makes sure he doesn't have to outmaneuver his opponents. He can out-aim them. His positioning will show up. He's not going against the grain. He doesn't run up and try to do fancy movement. His movement is not his skill. His skill is setting the terms of the engagement so that it benefits him, and his aim is really where he wants to lean, and you're going to see this in his gameplay. Just compare it to Ace or Timmy or Hal, what we've seen in the past, what they would do getting close to players when NiceWigg decides to take a very different approach. Let's watch this here.
What is actually happening? You're getting sent down, bro, like a f***ing gourmet dinner. I hit those last ones, though. I choked, but then I hit those. I choked, but then I hit those. I choked, but then I hit those. I choke, but then I hit those.
Just an infectious type of player. And you can see the real benefit of this play is that he's keeping everyone at this mid-range distance. Now, cracking someone from this far, knowing they're only one shot, you would probably on a Pathfinder player, like I said, see Asu, see Hal, see these players running into them. But this mid-range is where aim assist is going to give him the biggest advantage, and he knows it. And this is what a controller player has to do. Again, I don't play controller. It's a little harder for me to speak on the nuances of this, but I want you guys to follow some of these things. Now, the second tenet that he does really well, we're going to see demonstrated in this clip. He's basically facing off against just a ridiculous amount of people here, and you're going to watch him manage this situation. Somebody pushes him. Now, at this point, there is still a bunch of enemies around him, and he knows this. He's got full health. He could send it. There's so many valuable things in this moment. Not only does he wait patiently to assess the situation. Here's one of the things that I think most people don't see that he does, and it brings me to number two. It's patience. It's delayed gratification. NiceWigg knows that there's a player here. He takes the jump pad, but he bails halfway. He slows himself down, pulling back on the left stick, so he doesn't actually go over the thing that's going to basically give him cover in this fight. He actually lands on the rock, which is perfect. And it's a different pace to your game because he's not trying to rush this fight. He hits a few of his clips, but right now it's a little bit harder because his benefit is full-on aim battles. But right now he's working with a shotgun, and so he's got to peek and poke, and he's got to slow down his pace that he'd rather play at. He's a little bit close range, and so this is great patience, also knowing that there's someone on this other side. He just takes his time, looks around left, right. You see what I'm saying? And then essentially, if this is me right now, 91, I'm going down. I'm trying to land and stuff this Mastiff into that enemy's face. And I know most of you will as well. But even at this moment, just staying up there, holding the angles, and not wanting to commit. There's only 52 damage left. He could have easily had that. But that level of patience is what I think allows NiceWigg, in his number two tip, to be so successful. Knowing that he's valuable at mid-range, playing to his strengths, setting the terms of your engagement, guys, in Apex Legends is huge. Knowing what you're good at. If you're good at movement, try to create situations where your movement can excel. If you're good at aiming, or if you're playing on controller and you're not going to be getting out of stuff with movement mostly, then set the terms of your engagement. Don't take fights where you have to have movement to get out of it. Also, make sure that you get into these engagements and you relax into finding your groove when your groove appears. Do not try to force things. That's what happens in life. That's what happens in Apex. Now let's move on to what I think is the best part of this video, the thing I'm most excited about. We're taking a look at first of this series, competitive Apex Legends. This is the stuff I cast. I casted this tournament And this is actually a tournament that NiceWigg, Rebel 6, and Bowser won. So he was a competitive player. He actually gave it up for content creation. Seemed to be a good idea because he went with 100 Thieves. But I want to just bring up two basic premises that you will see very often in terms of what he's doing here. And I think really you're going to see the value of team, and you're going to see good improvisation, having a backup plan. These are two things that NiceWigg does really, really well, and there's one kind of intangible that I'm going to mention at the very end to round out our tips today. But let's watch these videos and break down these
I don't
clips.
see shit anywhere yet.
This is hype.
All right, boys. High energy. High energy.
Yep, yeah, 100%, 100%. The whole fucking time, baby. Let's go.
Yep,
And
yep.
there will be some cussing, so please, if you're sensitive to that, don't watch any farther. But it's nothing malicious. It's just hype.
Let's
That's
get it.
all we fucking need, boys. It's all we
Yes,
need.
sir. We're good, dude. Don't worry about it.
In front of me, in front of me! One, I got him.
Nice. I'm coming with you. I'm walking with him. I'm walking with Bowser.
Nadie. I'm holding, waiting. I'm waiting on you. Not moving.
Weak, Watson, weak, Watson's weak!
Pushing.
You need to push this!
I'm here. Put out front. Put out one.
I'm with
Put
you,
out
six.
one. Put out one.
One!
Ten.
Last guy's one!
Let's fucking go. Another team.
Weak!
Pop another one.
Pat down! Bowser needs here!
I'm coming. Cracked another one.
I killed him!
Dead. I'm rushing. Let's fucking go.
Just a great
fuck
example.
off us.
Just
Now
a
it's
great example of what it means to be communicating well. And I think this is another thing that most players don't understand. The first time that you say something in a game, very often, most of the time, what I think most people say when they're playing in pubs, and most of you when you're playing not with your friends, is something negative. Notice how many times you start talking. It's when the guy doesn't pick you up. It's when you get killed and you're down and you're calling for help. It's when you're upset and you're releasing some type of toxic energy to your squad, correct? That's usually when you start talking. Some of us, we go out there, we're excited to go ahead and start communicating with our team. But what NiceWigg does almost all the time is he leads with positivity. He leads with positive communication and a direction. And I didn't get that communication right. Dang it. One of these days we're going to spell something perfectly here. But this is a very important rule that he takes advantage of. And I think most players need to understand, especially when you are needing to coordinate more. Again, we're talking about your movement. We're talking about getting into good positioning. You'll talk about game sense here because as a controller player, you have to set your aim up to do a lot of the work. And it's really an effective strategy having at least one controller player on your Apex Legends team. He does a great job leading with communication and direction. You'll see that here.
Okay.
And I think we set that fight. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, I'm with it. I think that's our only option.
I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna go to you. Sit on your portal, okay?
Okay. So they're gonna know we're doing this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 100%. It's our only option, though, if I'm being real.
All right, so
Are we fighting the team?
here's our next moment here. We're going to go to about 4 minutes because there's something really great here. So they basically end up getting a fight. They take this space. They take this real estate.
He's dying.
And they end up getting into a fight here that I want to mention that brings up a great point.
I'm marking that.
And it goes to
Oh, I beamed almost all of them.
what we just mentioned.
We gotta get out here, though.
We're gonna get gate kept.
He's gonna get... Yes.
Yes.
Portaling now. I have an arc for this portal. Right here.
Popping a syringe. Care.
Almost cracked on me.
One shot dead.
I might die here. I'm dead.
Big nade!
I'm going.
Nade!
They went to us.
Shit! Kill, just first!
Yes, there's some.
Press, I'm watching.
Okay, I'm going. Nice job, 6.
Alright, they were holding high ground here, so they could still be here.
They definitely are. They're not going to give this up. Yeah, they are.
Give me one!
They bubbled. I'm gonna thermite the bubble.
Incredibly good here.
Yeah, there's a gen.
I need to heal.
I'm
6 by yourself. We need to get the 6. We need to get the 6 now.
Oh, no. Oh, baby.
Stabilize.
What a grapple as well.
Okay, I'm
I'm healing.
chilling.
Yeah, I'm healing as well.
So they're in this horrible spot. Basically, they've got to push through the zone. They're being gate kept, and what that means is that someone's waiting for them in this part of the circle. Oh, you can't see that because my camera's here. Anyways, they're being gate kept on the part of the circle that's free, that people know if you're out of the circle, you have to run into. It's the only pathway. They have to find someone behind them and then go in. And what NiceWigg demonstrates to us, and what he reveals that is so much more valuable, is that he sees his teammate is already committed. And what does he do? Instead of looking to survive for himself, so many of the videos we look at are about individual surviving. What does NiceWigg do here, demonstrating what maybe is a higher level of Apex Legends play?
I need to heal.
He needs the heal.
Six by yourself. We need to get the 6. We need to get the 6 now.
He needs the heal. Look at this. He knows he's going into damage, but what is he concerned about? His teammate. He's concerned about his teammate. And this leads us to him coming in to actually get the kill on the RCO, Sneaky Monkey. And then his whole team now, off of that play, off of him supporting 6, becomes stronger. 6 by himself would have died. NiceWigg by himself would have died. NiceWigg coming in after 6 to get that final kill allows Bowser, Rebel, 6, and NiceWigg to succeed. And this really is the golden rule here that is so important. It's that the sum of the parts. Let me get this because I want to explain this rule. Most people didn't understand. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts, guys. And this is something that I don't think we understand enough, and I don't think it gets encouraged in our community. NiceWigg is about uplifting his community. He's about uplifting people. He's about uplifting his team. And very often, the stuff that goes viral, notice the videos you probably watch of gameplay, is very individualistic gameplay, isn't it? Except for the Apex Legends competitive scene. And this is something that I think gives us a bad look. It's kind of like, you know, how independence is in right now. But when really you get down to it and you're laying in bed at night, you kind of want a relationship. You want someone to be with, right? I mean, most of the humanity, through humanity's time, wants that. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Meaning something like a team, when functioning well, it gains a multiplicative value more than any of them individually if isolated. NiceWigg preaches and reveals that when you are a great player, you're not just thinking about yourself. And if you are going into these games in Apex and thinking individually, and thinking about how can I survive versus who cares what happens to my team, you're missing out on something that can make you an even better player and more successful in your games. This is something NiceWigg demonstrates really well for us, and I think reveals that isn't talked about much in the community. Okay, I want to move into this next part because this is a fantastic game, and I cannot wait for you guys to watch this. It gets good. It gets good. And we have one final
I'm gonna go around this backside
rule.
right now, and I want to peek this backside.
I'm coming with you. I totally agree. I'm coming with. I'm
Then I need you guys to see.
Not playing.
No, they're fighting.
We could probably kill them here.
I'm coming. I'm looking up.
I'm looking for a pick.
I'm moving with you, bro.
Right here. He's selling. I'm
They
waiting.
knocked one. Rocker.
They knocked Rocker.
I mean, these are the best players in the world right here. This lobby is you know, complexity, NRG. I mean, this is everybody.
150.
I'm pushing.
One down both sides.
3v2v2.
I'm nading up front. I'm nading.
Zeds.
Almost cracked one.
The last one.
Dead.
Pushing the other team.
Yep, I'm healing. I'm coming to you now.
Oh, baby.
130 on blue.
Did you catch it?
I'm coming.
Did you catch it? Woo!
You gotta push through. One down.
All dead. Behind us. I can't. I have none. I have no nades.
I'm pushing.
Okay, I'm coming.
I have no bullets.
You need to get bullets then.
Yeah. I'm good.
Almost cracked one.
Pushing better.
Nice. On me. Hold up shield.
That's Wilson shit.
Watch him run.
Fucking kill them. Man, heal. Stay boys.
Yeah, I'm healing up.
Almost out of bullets.
Pop in the back.
Yes, pop that.
We can res this.
No light.
Yes.
Actually, you got it.
Watch push, Bell. I'm resing.
Thanks for that. Recharging.
We're good. Stabilize.
They're gonna start swinging left.
Yeah, they're swinging. I need help.
Woo!
Public cells.
He's one.
I'm here. I'm public cells again.
Maybe 2.
Weapons broken. They're both one.
One crack on one of them, another one.
Last guy. Broken. Wing. Play zone. Play zone.
Yes, play zone instead.
Heal the zone.
We're safe here.
Ooh!
I got crapered.
Okay.
I'm chilling. I should be good.
That was a collab, I bet. I think it hit both of them.
Dead.
All squads down. Look out, grenade.
Careful.
Try to stay up.
Wow.
I'm alright.
I'm pushing him.
I want to keep the tension because the tension is here. This is a final circle right here.
Careful.
Don't worry, the analysis is coming.
No cells.
But they're in
I have
trouble.
no cells, 6.
Cell.
The communication is on point for
You have
NiceWigg.
light ammo?
No. Here's 20.
Thank you.
Gold Shield is absolutely paying huge dividends here. I'm letting this play. I'm just freestyling.
Yeah, stick.
I wanted to analyze, but dang, I am caught up in the moment.
Drop
Oh.
the one.
Gibby just survived. Look at that aim. The mid-range master at it again. NiceWigg going for the Mastiff. Oh, he cleans him up. Still getting shot at, though. But the Gold Shield's going to heal him up right in time. Not a day late or a dollar short there. NiceWigg pays in full.
Okay.
I got portal right now.
CLG.
Go now. Then we go in their house.
Oh, they'll be missing him now.
Sitting on port here. I can't cover.
I'm covering.
Let me see if you can catch it.
It's not under.
They've got a game plan, but they've got a backup plan.
Swinging right side. Here,
Going under.
I'm under as well.
Oh, beautiful grapple.
Play for them to drop.
Yes. Play safe.
Play it for them to drop. Walk zone. Play for them to drop. There's a portal here. That's where they're gonna go.
Oh, no.
I'm LSing.
Does it get more intense than this?
They're there.
Chaos in the ring.
Race one.
Gibby going down. Mastiff swinging for the head. He's going to get it. Top 3.
Six, just you alive.
Stay down. They don't know you're there. They're fighting.
And he DCs. Okay, they get top 2. And that is not the very last clip I want to show you, but let me break that down. First of all, what an incredible moment. This really showcases why I love competitive Apex Legends, and hopefully you guys got a little hype on that. We're definitely going to be looking in this series at more competitive Apex Legends situations, and so I hope you guys found that enjoyable, and you're gonna want to subscribe to see more of it, because I truly think that is some of the best content out there. Just high-level Apex Legends. It's just so good, so entertaining. So many things to break down there, but the one thing I wanted to mention is this real key right here. Improvisation. Having a next step in your play is really important. Throughout the course of this engagement, and I really like to start it here because what I think is great is he gets this kill and he goes into this next phase where they get the knock, but he starts getting shot and he's almost dead here. And he's got this quick little backup plan to Pathfinder grapple into the generator, and he gets an easy shield cell right off so he can go right back into the fight. And that crucial couple of seconds is massive for him. It's massive to continue to be valuable to his team. He ends up hitting the spray. Obviously, he's relying on having great aim, and it ends up paying dividends. But throughout this fight, they need ammo, they need shield cells, they're communicating so well, they're becoming bigger than who they are individually because, again, the sum of the parts, better than, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. But I think what I love you guys to think about heading into this next one is that if you have a backup plan, if you have a thought process for what is going to happen in the future, you will be a better Apex Legends player, and you will get better results. It's just like having a financial plan in life. If you have a thought about what could happen with your finances in the future, if you have a thought about what you want to do, you'll probably have better financial results than if you're just winging it. And most of us at the basic level just wing it. But if you have at least a second plan, like if I get shot here in this engagement from somebody else, how do I disengage? If you just have that worst case scenario backup plan, you'll be so much better. Again, if you're working with a team, this is an elevated level of play. You're going to be communicating. I don't have light ammo. We don't have light ammo. How do we manage the situation? Do we have to armor swap? If we start getting low, do you have shield cells for me? Can I keep this gold? Do we need to get a new weapon? All of these things start to have an impact in how you're playing. And I think the way that NiceWigg demonstrates this is just one of the most beautiful things. And I got to finish the video on this moment because this is maybe one of the most, if you're a gamer, I think this is maybe the moment that you want to see happen to you more so than anything else in the world. Let me just tell you right there, there's nothing better than what you're about to see. Let's watch this final circle and get hype. As he puts it all together.
I'm destroying them.
Incredible communication.
Nice.
Nice.
Incredible aim.
I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
High energy. Fun. Positive. Not a negative comment. No negativity. Constantly talking about
Stay up. Stay up. Stay up.
backup plans. What should they do?
I'm popping gen. Hold on.
Another team on the left side, bro.
Having patience
We're fine. We have gen.
to not push when it comes down
Yes, we're
to
good.
these dynamics.
They're about to fight. We just play this late. Just play as slow as possible, bro.
There's the
Let them
patience
fight
coming
each
in.
other. Yes.
If you guys do all of
I
this,
know,
trust me.
Let them trade.
Right here. Right here.
I'm zipping in.
I'm here. Pushing through.
That patience makes that fight so easy.
Dropped out. He's where we were.
3 squads left.
Stay up 6.
I'm getting back.
Wraith
Almost cracked
queuing.
the Watson. You're good. Swap yourself. Armor swap. Unshot.
Ooh, that's shiny.
I'm coming flanking.
Great communication on the flank.
Jimmy one.
Finds the Jibby.
I'm here, you're good. Let's
Woo,
go.
hoo, hoo.
Above you. That's all you. I have no armor.
Kill his ass, dude.
Let's go. We're the fucking best. We're the best. The fuck off us. What are you talking about?
Let's fucking go, babe. You are the Apex champion. Holy shit, you guys are crack.
The relationship goals.
Let's go, boys. You're the best. You both are the best in the fucking game. You're the best.
Let's fucking go, babe. You are the Apex champion. Holy shit, you guys are crack.
The
Relationship goals indeed, dude. To win like that and have your girlfriend hype out like, well, let's go, babe. You guys are freaking cracked. You know what? This is a thing. When you put good out in the world, good things come back. And NiceWigg, I think he could have been a good pro, a great pro. I demonstrated here. If you guys follow these 5 advantages that NiceWigg reveals and these tips that I explain in this video, I think you're going to be a great player, and I think you're ultimately going to learn a lot. Hopefully you've enjoyed this series. Again, Raynday 30 on Advanced GG. Check out in the cart. Let me know if you do it in the comment section below, and let me know who you want to watch next time. We did our controller player here. What do we got next? I think we've got Fade coming up, so stay tuned for more. Hit that bell, and as always, guys, I'm heading off to my birthday, September 18th. Show some love, guys. I will see you when I'm back. Never give up, never stop gaming. I'll see y'all next time.